of oil.
Well, while most teens are actually hitting the polls right now, 180 teenagers from the Northeast are taking part in a financial institute run by worldofmoney.org. Sabrina Land, the founder and the executive member of worldofmoney.org, joining us now. And one of her students, Jakar, thanks guys for being here. Jakar Morales, nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So how did you entice 180 kids like Jakar to come in on their summer days off from school to learn about money?
Where they were dragged by their parents, and then once they attended the orientation, they were told that, look, this can't be just your parents' idea for you to be here, because the information that you're going to receive, the tools that you're going to learn, will benefit you only. So if you're here with a lackluster attitude, it's not going to benefit you. In addition, the training, the homework, the exams, the entire 6 days is so intense. If you're not involved or fully engaged, it's not going to benefit you. So to have a conversation with your parents and say, I don't want to be here. No one took that bait. And then we asked the question again on day one of the class. And so no one, again, raised their hand, because they know, as you know, babies have DNA in their money, in their bodies, rather. And so they are interested in money as soon as they appear on the planet. And they know they have to have this information, and it's our job as adults to teach them how to respect and earn money.
Babies have the DNA
yes.
when they're born for money? Is that what you just said?
See a baby crying and say money, the baby will stop crying.
Sabrina, no wonder you've got kids. No wonder you've got these kids
I want
coming
to get into the program in just a minute, but I want to ask you why you started this. Is it because of the fact that the schools just aren't, they cover everything else but money?
Well, one summer, actually 3 years ago, I was in attendance myself to a financial literacy or planning workshop, and I saw a couple of parents with their children. And I said, what a different world it would be if children received this information. And I started seeing commercials where parents were teaching children this information, and I said, I want to do something with children. I've always been involved in terms of volunteerism with children, but this is a way that can follow a child their entire life. You show me an adult who's struggling with money, who is intimidated by the issue of money, and I'll show you an adult who was never taught how to respect money from when they were a child.
Jakar, what have you learned so far from this program? I mean, do you think that you've learned that money doesn't grow on trees, or do you think it's more than that?
I've learned, yes, definitely about money doesn't grow on trees, because, before I came to this program, I really didn't know anything about money. So whenever I would see a Wall Street Journal or anything like that, I wouldn't even know how to read it. But then once I took this course, I could start understanding a Wall Street Journal. I could watch a show like this, and I could really understand it. Wow. And then on top of that, it inspired me to start looking into my own financial future. I knew it wasn't up to just my parents for them to work on my finances. I was going to be 18 in 2 years, so I had to take immediate action. But of course, my mom took the first step with that immediate action.
Put you in the program for the summer.
Yes.
And you're not upset about losing your summer days off?
It was great for me, because I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be 18 in 2 years. I'm going to be going to college. So that's going to be around the chance when I'm going to be tested financially, because I know if I go away to college, I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on snacks, and I have to know when to budget and everything else. And then, of course, there's always the college tuition. It's not up to my parents for them only to pay for it, but they have to, I have to contribute too. So I have to start working, I have to start looking for scholarships now. So when I took this program, I had no financial literacy, really. But once I took this program, it really started to make a lot of sense. I thought I couldn't do this program in 6 days, but then all of a sudden it just started, I started to click with the program, because really, it's not really that hard to understand about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. It's very much simple.
I think
You're 16?
I think the key
yes.
is, I think the key behind this is financial literacy. And whether you're 16 or you're 36, financial literacy is missing in some people's heads. I mean, it's not because it's hard, like you said, Jakar. It's that nobody introduces it to them.
Exactly, and it is our job as adults to train these children as young as possible. What we teach them at the World of Money, it is no one's responsibility whether you are financially successful, and particularly if you have a poor mindset, if you have a poverty mindset. Some people have taken a vow of poverty. They insist in giving their money away. They insist on spending their money on items that have no value at all. And sometimes I get tired of speaking to adults again and again and again, and I rather teach children who are receptive to the information.
Wow. There's a lot to be said for that.
We're going to have you back, Jakar, when you're the CEO of a Fortune 100, all right?
Of course.
Okay.
Jakar Morales, thank you so much. Sabrina Lamb from worldofmoney.org, a great program. Thanks for sharing it with our viewers.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, maybe they'll start one up in their communities.